What's good? Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, everybody. What is good, everybody? Happy Sunday. We're taking a beautiful drive. Look at that. It's a gorgeous day, man. It is like really gorgeous today. Like, no question about it. This is like just magnificent. I mean, look at that. Look at the beauty. We're getting a smoothie, guys. Getting a smoothie. Fruit smoothie. I mean, when I tell you, it is a perfect day. It is sunny, cool, in the low 70s. Just gorgeous. I don't know if you can hear like the wind blowing. I'll roll up the window if you can hear the wind blowing, but welcome to the live, man. Tap that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Healthy one. Ron, what's good, brother? Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everybody, man. By the way, for all your all the new subscribers, man. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers in the last couple days, man. A lot. So thank you for all your support. You guys are amazing. Thank you for tapping the like buttons. The views are just going through the roof. You guys are watching the content. You guys are loving the content. Thank you, man. From me and Luna. And trust me, man, there's going to be some much more interesting content to come as we continue to embody God consciousness. You know, more and more. It's going to evolve and expand in so many different ways, man. So I'm just really excited for what's to come, man. Thank you, everybody, for all your support, man. Thank you for tapping the like button, double tapping the screen, subscribe to the channel. Happy Sunday. I hope that your Sunday is magnificent. And, you know, get outside, man. Get in nature. Enjoy life, man. Do what lights you up. Do what brings you joy. Do what excites you. And start looking at things from a different perspective, you know? Like whatever you're in right now, whatever experience you're having, start looking at it from a positive. How can you gain something out of it? How can you learn something from it, you know? How can you make it exciting and fun? Down to even like you having to wash dishes or vacuum the floor. You know, how can you make vacuuming fun, you know? That's what it's all about. Maybe put some music on and dance while you're vacuuming, you know? Maybe if it's something you don't enjoy doing, how can you find a way to enjoy doing it, you know? Not to say you have to stay and do things that you don't resonate with or aren't your passion or don't bring you joy, but for the meantime, you know, why suffer and not enjoy it when you can find a way to enjoy it? So tap that like button, man. Grand Rising Presley, brother, what's good, my friend? You look like, oh. And if you're trolling, man, maybe you can find a way to be, you know, be a better person, more kind and more compassionate. I'm doing wonderful, man. It's in the low 70s, Presley. It's like 72, man. Look at it. Look at it out, man. It's gorgeous. Sun is out. Low 70s. What more can you ask for? You know? It's a beautiful day, man. Going to get a smoothie. Going live for you all. Yo, by the way, Presley, we picked up like almost close to 300 new subscribers. In the last couple days, we picked up about 20 to 30 watch hours in a couple days. So we're literally close to back up to like almost 2,700, I think, watch hours. Or no, close to 2,800. So we need like, yeah, we picked up a lot of new subscribers, my friend. You know, close to 300 new subscribers. That's what I'm talking about, man. The channel is exploding, man. And we're capitalizing on it. I am chilling. You're here to spread positivity. Well, thank you, man. And tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. We're all here to spread positivity, man. That's what it's all about. Like I said, man, find a way that you can do things that you may not like much like, but how can you make it exciting and fun? You know, like if you had to vacuum the floor and you don't like vacuuming, how could you enjoy vacuuming? Maybe put on some music and dance, you know? That's all I'm saying. Find ways that potentially that bring you joy and excite you and light you up, because then that's how the momentum starts. That's how quite possibly other things open up, that, you know, you meet somebody that leads you to this or leads you to that, maybe to a new hobby that you really enjoy, you know? Who knows? I'll read the comments very shortly. No, not 2,800, man. You kidding me? That'd be nice. More like 1,800. Wait. Yeah, I'm thinking of TikTok, man. We got 2,800. 2,800. Get it away from 3,000. I don't understand what that means. I have no idea what you're talking about. And that's okay. I have no idea what you mean by 2,800 is like near 3,000. I don't know what that means. We're not anywhere near 2,800, man. We're at like, you know, close to 1,800 is more like it. That's what I meant. Maybe I said 2,800 when I meant to say 1,800. But we're close to 2,000. We're close to 2,000. But, you know, that's just numbers, and I'm not here to focus on numbers or views or any of it. I'm just grateful that people are receiving the message, and that we're able to have these conversations, in a positive way, man, where people aren't argumentative or, wanting to like argue or fight, you know. The last couple days, man, we had some really beautiful conversations, man. I have to say, and it was really nice. Um, where are you from, South? I mean, I lived in South Florida. Shout outs are $25. Nice, I like that. $25 to make you holla. Hold on, guys, for a second. Yo, yo, yo. Okay. No, I know. I had to mute it for a moment. Guys, don't worry. And I'm gonna have to give her my phone, so you're gonna have to pause for a moment. Okay. Gatekeeper. You guys are silly, man. I was placing an order for a smoothie, you know, and I'll tell you guys what it was in a moment. Yeah, that's all, man. I was just placing an order for a smoothie. Um, I don't know who Brett Hines is. Never heard of him. But I'm gonna, in a moment, I'm gonna have to hand her my phone. So I will mute it when I hand her my phone, so that you're not hearing all kinds of noises. Yeah, I'm sure they do, Joe. Well, that's great. That's great. We're gonna do another poll, guys. So get ready for that. A lot of trolling today, man. I'm glad you pulled up, Presley, man. For real, they are trolling. They are on fire today. The trolls, man. Currently, I'm in North Carolina. Where are you from? You're ready? Well, yeah, I see. You're already cleaning the swamp, so to speak. Um, it's about 9:35 in the a.m. Welcome from India, my brother. Tap that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. We're gonna probably um, I got a good poll, but I have to figure out how to do the poll because it has to be more than just a yes and no answer. It has to be Well, it has to be a question that's a yes or no answer. All right, hold on, guys. I'm doing good, man. How are you? Welcome to the live, my friends. So, smoothie. Oh yeah, okay. That's so it's like an acai berry boost. Um, you're doing good, all the way from India, huh? Well, thank you for following, and you know, thank you for joining, and thank you for coming on here all the way from India, man, and subscribe to this channel, man. I definitely appreciate you all, man. Real for reals. But yesterday, man, we did a poll on what did we do a poll on yesterday? Aliens? I think we did one on aliens. And man, we had over 400 votes put in. Not quite sure. Maybe that was the day before. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before. But what do I do? I live. I do God's work, my friend. I do God's work. What do you do? Hey, Rocks, what's good? Hey, Fifi. We do breath work. We do crystalline soul healing. The vision that me and Luna have is starting to come to reality. And we want to find a piece of land where we can build community and hopefully find people that could actually help us build it out and have different buildings on the property. Man, I found about 20 minutes from where I live a property that's like 200 something acres of land, and it's just gorgeous, man. And I know that God can bring it to us, and in some way, shape, or form. And then I know the right people will come that will help us build the property out and have like different buildings and facilities, and where people can actually live on the property and live out their passion and their purpose and what they want to do in life, they really want to do, and have like people from all over the world coming there. And it's like the New Earth School where people are learning how to remember who they are and why they're here and what they came here to do, and helping people through their awakening process. And never heard of him, Seblo. Yeah, we're starting to work on like a proposal where we actually put designs of what we want it to look like. And hopefully people from all over the world will come and facilitate, and we'll have shamans, and we'll have people doing cacao ceremonies and ayahuasca ceremonies and yoga and meditation. It's almost like you come to this place to get realigned, and you meditate, and you can do breath work, and you can do darkness retreats and all kinds of stuff, man. And kids can learn the real things they need to learn, not the shit they learn in these systems that are currently at bay. And people learn how to heal themselves and all kinds of stuff, man. That's like the vision that I hope to make a reality with Luna, and have these places all around the world. Basically they're called the New Earth School, so maybe we can build, like, instead of the normal buildings we have currently, we build these geodesic domes that people live in. If you've ever looked on YouTube and stuff like that, people have designed these geodesic domes, which are like a half circle and literally could withstand anything. and they're also like very nature based, where you're still being inside, you're still connected to nature. So we have a lot of ideas, man, and we're gonna put it on paper and create a proposal, and hopefully we can get funds raised to create this and make it a reality. Not even hope, I know we're going to make it a reality, and they're going to be all over the world, man, and it's going to change the world, man. I really feel strongly about that, and we just need to have a prototype made, which will be based, I feel very strongly, the first newer school is going to be based in North Carolina, and I have an actual city and county that I feel it's going to be the first location. So I don't know how that sounds to you all, and how excited. Oh man, dude, are you serious? The park is closed, guys. Dang it. Man, what the heck is going on? Is it like Labor Day weekend or something? I didn't think Labor Day weekend till September. What the hell is going on, man? Why is the park closed, man? We got like all kinds of people there and stuff, like golfing and shit. Oh man, some golf tournament or something. I don't know. Oh well, we're not going to go to the park, ladies and gentlemen. The one that I always go to anyway, with the lake. So we're going to have to find another destination. It's gonna be tried, man, and it is tried. People are building communities all over the place, man. I mean, it's very similar to like what you would call like a retreat, that you would go on a retreat, but we want to make it something that it's like a certain amount of months out of the year, where it's just not, where people can come and stay and get realigned, essentially. Any like a certain portion of the year. Which it probably won't be during winter. It'll probably be during, and maybe at some point we'll make it a year-round thing. I don't know. But it is tried and true, man. It doesn't need to be, man. How many things in the world do people invent that never has been tried and becomes something that humanity establishes in their life? That's fine, man. Nothing's gonna stop me from building and creating this new earth reality that I see and see visions of, and I'm just doing God's work, man. That's it. Hope you have a wonderful day too, Legendary Princess, and everybody go follow and subscribe to her channel, man. That's how we change the world, by stepping out of our comfort zones and doing things that are maybe uncomfortable or maybe have never been tried before. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get out of your comfort zone, man. Like, the way we're headed, you can't be staying like in this comfortable place where like, oh yeah, I get this paycheck every week and I pay my rent and I get enough money that I'm able to cover this and that. Like, we're moving into a world where everything is uncertain, and there's like, you have to go beyond your comfort zone, man, and expand. It's like God wants you to step out of your comfort zone, man, and stop playing it safe. I'm not going to go. The other park is like 20 minutes away, and I have this smoothie, and yeah, I'm not going to do that. Plus I have a thing I have to join in a certain amount of time, so it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, guys. I can still make the best of it. You know what I mean? It's like, God, like, the biggest and best things happen when you step out of your comfort zone. When you're like in fear and scared and like, oh my God, like I can't do this. Like, I can't leave my job and step out into the unknown. That's when the biggest, most miraculous things open up and happen, when you do, because God always has your back. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Legendary Princess. Double tap that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. We we have to, quite literally, man, we have to let go of fear, man. We really do, as a human collective. Fear is an illusion, man. And let me tell you what, man. The more and more we move forward, the more and more people are going to have their lives dismantled. Like I did when listen, man, I had an intuitive feeling that my dad was going to be passing. Did I want that to happen? Hell no. Did I know it was potentially happening? Yes. I felt it intuitively. I was getting messages, which was preparing me for him to transition. And did I want that? Did I think that I would make it without him? No, I didn't. What did he tell me? I said, Dad, Pops, you were my angel in human form. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do without you. He says, you're going to be just fine. Well, he passed in 2022, and I'm just fine, and I'm better than ever. And my light is shining so bright, and I'm ready to just step out into the world and like take the world on, man. Like, our biggest adventures happen when we step out into the unknown, when we trust what's unfolding, when we trust the process, when we step into the unknown. Like, I've been, saying this for a while. I've been saying, that it's like I want a roadmap, That's a good one. Eat the world like a pizza, man. I like that. Well, I'm currently in North Carolina. So what I want to say is like, now I lost my train of thought. God was like speaking through me, man. It's like, oh yeah. So it's like, I've always wanted a roadmap, a roadmap of what's next. Let me see the next step that I'm taking. Let me take the next step. Let me, and it's like, literally, let me just say this, man. Okay. This is like what could happen when you trust God, right? I have no idea, man, where $9,500,000 would come from. Okay. Because I don't have that. I don't physically have that in my bank account or know anybody that has $9 million, $9.5 million. Okay. But there is a property that's 200 something acres that I just randomly saw on realtor.com, when I was searching to like put in our proposal properties that are available. And this is just a piece of land. It doesn't have anything on it. I don't know enough people that could build out 200 something acres. That's a lot of land. I don't know anybody that, like I said, has $9.5 million. But when you put your trust in God and you trust the process and knowing that you're not going to get like a roadmap, I don't know how the hell I would get that, but like, am I open and receptive to the possibility of somebody coming around and donating $9.5 million? And then this becomes the home base for Ripon to light the newer school. And then we have all these people volunteering and building the property out that people can actually live on in communities and have all kinds of healing centers all over the property. And, like where people live out what they actually truly have passion for. Like you love to build furniture. Well, we need somebody that builds furniture. And you would choose to do and build furniture for free because you love building furniture. It's your passion. So you would come there and you would do the job that you love for free. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked the other day, I said, ask yourself, man, whatever you're doing, like, would you do it for free? Because if you're not and you wouldn't, then find what you would do for free. Because that's how you build and create abundance in your life. By not staying somewhere because it's safe and comfortable, but actually doing what you love, because you would do it for free. All right, guys, give me a second. I got to put some gas in my car, all right? So just give me a moment, and I'll be right back. All right? Yeah, but like what I'm trying to say, man, is if you literally love what you're doing and you were doing it for free, the money will just follow because money is just energy. So you will quite literally have everything you need and more because you're doing what you love. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. You probably don't believe anything I'm saying. You probably think I'm like some alien from another planet, you know? But it's like money is energy, and humanity is gonna begin to start realizing that money is energy, and that you have to start looking at what you do as your value, and like being like, no, man, I'm not going to do that anymore because my worth and value is worth way more than that. Energy is currency, okay? But humanity's been lied to think that it's not, and to think that you have to bust your ass to make a dollar, when in actuality you really don't. And when you're living in your truth, and you're excited and passionate about and love what you do, the money and the everything will just follow. Everything will just fall into place when you trust God. It will all be available for you. But again, we've been conditioned and programmed to believe in fear more than believe in trust, and trusting the process and trusting God. It's very scary to step out into the unknown, and put your faith and trust in something you can't physically see. I know that. I'm not denying that that's not true. You know, I'm on a roll here, but you know, God is like working through me right now, guys, speaking this information through, And I really hope that, man, who the hell is smoking by the gas station, dude? I really hope that you listen to the replay, man, because there's a lot of activations and codes in this live, and I am on fire right now, like lit up, like God is working through me with this message. So stay tuned. Give me a second. Speak the words I need to say to this crowd that I'm with right now, that needs to hear whatever they need to hear right now. I ask you to be with me right now, work through me, and bring forward the messages that they need to hear. Because someone on there needs to hear what I have to say. All right, I'm back. So, listen, y'all. I got some messages to bring forward right now, okay? And I'm going to tell you what, right now, man. This is what is happening right now on the planet. And you can believe me or you can not believe me, and that's okay either way, okay? I'm not sitting here. What's up, Robert? Hey, Robert, listen. God is speaking through me right now, and it is coming through like gangbusters. And I'm going to tell you what, make sure you go back and you listen to the replay of today's live, this morning's live, because there is some powerful activations and codes in this live. It's 9:57 in the AM. There is some powerful activations and codes in this message today, and I'm gonna tell you what, man. Um, we are moving in a direction. Oh, great. Yeah, this keeps happening, man. Yeah, man, I'm doing God's work, my brother. I was just talking about. Listen, man, you missed the beginning of this live, bro. Okay, you missed the beginning because I found this property, right? I was just talking about this. I don't know where I would get $9.5 million. Okay, how is it now, Presley? I'm gonna try to like disable the Bluetooth, so you can actually like, because I think that's what it has to do with. Um, I'm like switching my phone to a different phone. Oh, okay, good, good. Okay, cool. I switched my phone to an old phone. I think that's the trick that I have to do because otherwise, every time I turn off the Bluetooth, it keeps reconnecting to the phone, and then you guys the sound goes down. So is it good now? Is it good now? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, cool. So what I want to say, I don't know where I would get $9.5 million, but me and Luna are creating a proposal, and we want to build the New Earth School in North Carolina and make that like the home base for it, right? And I don't know where we would get $9.5 million. There's a 200 over almost a 300-acre beautiful property I found that's just land, okay? And they're asking like $9.5 million. I don't know anybody that has that. I don't know, but like, see, when you trust the process, when you trust what's unfolding, and you don't worry or wonder where it's going to come from, the craziest, strangest miracles come out of. And when you step into the unknown, and I listen and I'm obedient and I listen to what God is guiding me to do, and Luna, all of a sudden somebody's like, oh yeah, like, hey, we somehow found out about the proposal that you had, and we would love to donate this property to you. And then all of a sudden, this army of people that know how to build buildings and love building and doing all of it, they start offering their time. And then all of a sudden, the New Earth School Rip into Light is here, you know? And we're like, oh my God, like, how is this even possible? And when you trust and you put your faith in God, and like us always said on this channel, man, in a non-religious way, okay? Because I am not religious in no way, shape, or form, nor is Luna. I just believe in God. I trust. I trust in just the things that I've experienced in my own life. And the craziest things can happen when you step into the unknown and you're like, and you listen to what God is guiding you to do. Whether that be leaving a job that you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, but God's leading you, you know? And so what we're being told and guided to do more and more is you're not going to get a roadmap of what the next step is. The days of like, oh, I'm at this job and I collect a paycheck and I just go home and I eat dinner and I do it all over again, and I do that for like 30 years, and then I get like a pension, and then when I get the pension, I'm going to retire in some retirement you know, neighborhood in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I'm just going to retire playing golf and, grow old on a rocking chair, like that shit ain't happening no more. Like, every single one of us are being tested and needing to step out of our comfort zone, and by me and Luna, the things that me and Luna have done the past 2 years, man, has been so far out of my freaking comfort zone. It's like, I can't even tell you, man. The things that I have done, that I've listened to God guide me and show me and lead me, is so far out of my comfort zone. I always wanted like the next step, the next phase. What's next? God, tell me what's next. Spirit, tell me what's next. What do I need to do? And it's like so many people have come out of, to the point where they had nothing. They had nothing left. They were down to their last dollar. And then all of a sudden, the floodgates opened. This led to this, and that led to that, because they took a leap. They stepped out of their comfort zone. I think this is such a powerful message for Sunday, for today, for us to all reflect on for the week to come. And ask yourself, man, are you doing what you love? Are you stepping out of your comfort zone in different ways in your own life? You know, are you trusting the process, or are you standing in the way, and are you kicking and screaming and fighting and resisting? You know, because I'm gonna tell you what, man, you don't want the universe to step in and force the dismantling so that you have to step out of your comfort zone. You know, like I said, man, when my dad passed away in 2022, I didn't know what I was going to do. And I already had a inkling that he was going to be passing. It was his time soon. And man, I said to him, I don't know how I'm going to do it. And he said, you're going to be just fine, Daren. You're going to be just fine. And I said, I don't know, and listen, man, it takes a lot to dig deep and literally see. The thing is, man, so many don't want to step out of their comfort zone because it's uncomfortable, but then they stay in an uncomfortable situation because it's comfortable. I mean, is that not ironic and weird and strange that we do that as a society? We don't want to step out of our comfort zone, but we stay in, because it's uncomfortable, but we stay in an uncomfortable situation because it feels and seems comfortable. So we suffer because it's comfortable. I mean, is that not backwards or what? And the only reason we do that is out of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of what we don't know, what we don't see. Because we don't see the money that we need to pay our bills, we don't think that we're going to have it or we're going to get it. So we stay where we are because we don't trust. And it's so inverted, it's so weird, it's so wild to me that is how we move as a society. Because we've been programmed that fear is, and then you feel the fear in your body, and you just want to go run back to feeling not stressed or not or complacent, just so that you don't feel that anxiety or stress, and it's changing and shifting, and we are having to step out of our comfort zone. We're having to trust. We're having to take the leap, even though we don't know if we're going to be caught or catch, or the universe is going to catch us, or God is going to catch us. Even if we have like the last dollar, like what's the worst that happens? Do you think that you'll never get another dollar? You think that, you know what I mean? Like, well, thank you for being new here, agent. So, tell you what, man, the planet's changing, man. The planet is changing. We're changing. We're shifting. And, it's and that's what a lot of people say the end game is, the end times. The end times are more or less us stepping out of our comfort zone, us trusting the process, us trusting what's unfolding, us, trusting in God, putting our trust in God, leaning on God, leaning for help, asking for guidance. Like I said, man, I don't know where $9.5 million would come from for a almost a 300-acre property that I would love to build out the newer school Rip into Light on. And I don't know where it would come from. I have no idea. Yet I trust that it'll either be that or it'll be something else. And the more we keep working on this proposal and putting it in on paper and documented, and maybe start sharing it around, you never know what could unfold, how it unfolds. You never know who God puts in your place to help with the mission, you know, or to help with whatever you're wanting to create, you know. Yeah, there's 18 plus in the chat. Yes, and we got 26 likes, and one thing usually the beginning of another. Exactly. But that's happening the end with all of humanity. We're all at a crossroads, and we all have to trust, and we all have to trust in the process and what's unfolding. You know, and yes, everybody's situation is different, and and different in a way to their own life and their own experience. Like I know all the people are going to come. They're going to help us build the newer school. You know, and I'm so excited for what's to come. I quite literally, I'm trying to look at everything as an adventure. Like starting to look at everything as an adventure, not like, oh man, this is too scary. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to change and shift my perspective to call God in anytime I need God in, or not even only when I need Him, but to continue to develop a connection and a relationship. And then, I have this beautiful, you know, maybe the word synergy. I get the word synergy, like this beautiful, like co-creation together. And like I said, man, it was kind of fun just looking around and looking at just plots of land that this potentially could be. And then from looking at plots of land, I start imagining the different buildings and the different places where people from all around the world are going to come and support humanity. And we're going to create these all over the world. And we they will be the school of remembrance, but not only the school of remembrance where you will come for realignment. The day's been pretty good. The day just started, cutie fam. Um, let me see. I'm trying to see in the chat what's going down on the chat. It may not be the end. It may not be the beginning of the end, but it may be the end of the beginning. Yeah, Winston Churchill, my friend. Love it. 20 people in here, man. Tap that thumbs up, man. Let's get to 30 likes. Subscribe to the channel, man. We got like over almost 300 new subscribers to the channel in the last couple days, man. So thank you everybody, man, for all your support. Yeah, there's some mad trolls in here, guys. Like a lot of trolls. Yeah, I'm gonna do a poll today. I am. And trolls go bye bye. Yeah, more and more secrets every day, man. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we're the channel's like starting to explode. It's me and Luna's time, man. And more and more people are waking up and questioning everything, man. And thank you for coming back. Thank you for pulling up. Tap that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're gonna do another God poll because it's Sunday, even though we're not religious. I'm trying to think how to word the poll. I got one. Do you have to be religious to believe in God? Do you think? Do you think you have to be religious to believe in God? I want to make that capital letters too. Whoops. Oh man, just lost the poll. Do you think you have to be religious to believe in God? All right. Well, actually, wait. Let me just put a question mark. Okay, that's good. Start the poll. All right. Let's see what y'all say. See what everybody says. No. Okay, cool. We already got one vote. Let's see it. My beard looks fit. Cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Well, people are voting. I mean, a lot of people are saying yes. 75% yes. 25 no. Do you think you have to be religious to believe in God? Why are you struggling to answer that, Rebecca? Tap that thumbs up, everybody. Subscribe to the channel, man. Having to be religious. The lie they tell us, like you must go to church. No, he dwells in you. Yeah, exactly. Amen, brother. Right on, Robert. Well, that's part of, like energy, taking your energy, and also that's part of you donating to the churches too, to support them. You know what I mean? To support them in programming, reprogramming you over and over again, so to speak. What's up? What's up, man? Clue Gaming. God dwells in you, man. Exactly. And I mean, God dwells in you. You believe Jesus died on the cross. I believe he did. He died for my sin. Nah, I mean, a lot of that was made up stuff, you know? No matter where you are in this realm, we all fractals of source. Amen, man. Squirrel sniper, beautiful, beautiful message. We are more than we suppose ourselves to be. Beautiful message, man. Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad. I mean, it's not, look at that, 50-50 right now. Yes, say you do believe. 50% say no, or 53 now. It shifted a little bit. What does ROFL mean? Yes, I do believe. You believe what, James? You believe that you have to have a religion to believe in God? Why are you rolling on the floor? Why is he rolling on the floor laughing? I don't understand. It makes no sense. Recognizes your light. That's beautiful, Squirrel. Well, I hope you subscribe to the channel, Squirrel. We got 28 people in here and 28 likes. That's beautiful, man. Look at that, the synchronicities. I don't know why. I think Squirrel Sniper said something really beautiful. Okay. I could be an alien. I mean, I have an alien, and I don't want to say alien, man, John. I have extraterrestrial galactic heritage and stuff of that nature, yes. So I'm a hybrid, just like majority of us are. Um, I'm a star child too, man. We all are light workers. You wouldn't be on this channel. You wouldn't be staying on here if it wasn't the case. Give me a second, guys. I have to go and I have to bring this over here for 1 second. 1 second, all right? I'll be right back. Keep keep voting, all right? Okay, I'm back. Um, However, a guru is different. Religion is. epiphany during scripture. I don't need a book or a building or a man of cloth in between my higher self and source. I get my sorcery from source. That is so beautiful, man. Squirrel, thank you for joining this channel, man. I'm so grateful that I like just meeting you, brother, is amazing. I got another poll that I want to do too, man. Like I just from you guys saying it, you know. I want to know like how many of you, and I'll do this poll maybe later on. I'll come back on later on. But I'm curious to know how many of you think like religion is a hoax and a fluke and sorcery. Here's what we got. We picked up some, here's what's under the hood. Can you see what's under the hood? Religion has been made to be divisive by the modern powers. Trust be. See that? See, that's not. I don't know if I fully understand you, Robert, but I believe religion was created to separate and divide and get people arguing and fighting. I also go live 40 feet up trees working. And so you go live? Like, do you mean you go live on YouTube? Oh, cool, man. I'd love to eventually tap in with you, brother, and go live together and bring you on the podcast. And go down the rabbit hole with you, man. Do you have Squirrel Sniper? Do you have TikTok or Instagram? I always believed in God, but me, when I had dreams of Jesus coming back, that changed my life. I didn't even know Jesus was meant to come back. So yeah, I'm not judging anyone. That's just my experience. I always believed in God, but me, when I had dreams of Jesus coming back. So what does that mean though, Rebecca? Do you believe in religion? Do you believe you have to believe in religion to believe in God? That's the question, and I don't really know if I understand by what you wrote. If you believe in religion or you don't. Um, I don't eat fast food burgers, Chris, so I wouldn't know, to be honest with you. I don't eat meat, period. Crap, man. Something just happened to the live. Um, okay, so Tom, What do you define religion as? Why don't you expand on it? Because people are actually putting in the comments how they see religion, how they see God. So why don't you put your 2 cents in, my friend? See, that's what I'm saying, Ash. Perfect. And that's your opinion, and that's how you believe. So why don't, Tom, instead of you putting like a comment like that in the chat, why don't you actually expand on your thoughts so we could understand it? I always ask my priest, what about the Eskimos? Will God save them if they haven't even heard about the book? I was always punished for questions. I don't know about that, man. I honestly think that's like a perception because, listen, man, I think you should be questioning everything, and I've always questioned everything. The difference is the way humanity has been programmed, you aren't supposed to ask questions. So you probably were punished by just people that were programmed in the system, not by God, that's for sure. More like society, because a lot of us here and voting on this poll and on this live channel are truth seekers. Each and every one of you are truth seekers. You wouldn't be on here. You wouldn't be putting the comments if we weren't here, if you didn't volunteer to come here, if you didn't volunteer to be a part of this massive shift in human consciousness, you wouldn't be here. And you wouldn't be here if you were one of those people that just followed what they told you. My thought is that the poll is asking if X and Y are compatible without assigning value to the variable, which means people will fill in the value, thereby resulting in a non-cohesive data set. It's okay because it's getting people to think. And then they put they elaborate on the poll in the comments like you're doing. That's the point. Because you can only put so much. They don't allow you to put like hundreds of characters. I can't make like a 3-paragraph poll. So I have to keep it short and simple. And then you'll elaborate like you are and like Ash is and everybody else. So it's not meant to be that way. It's a short poll. That's all YouTube gives you the ability to do. Like I ask, do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in extraterrestrials? Do you believe in God? Yes or no? We did a poll the other day. It got over 400 votes, but it sparked up conversation in the chat, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to get you thinking, and then you elaborate in the comments, and we have a conversation. You get me, Tom? You definitely are a truth seeker, brother. Like you don't conform to anything. I can see that. And that's a light worker in itself, man. I also was punished for asking why we were reading the New Testament first and not the Old Testament. That's because the God from the Old Testament isn't the same as the New. Yes, I think there's a God, 100%. But again, we have been programmed and conditioned to not to be 3D, to not believe in something you can't see. That's why so many people struggle with connecting to God, because you can't physically see God. So there's a large percentage that don't believe because they can't see. Just like they don't believe in aliens, they don't believe in fairies and gnomes, they don't believe in like anything in the unseen world. They don't believe because a lot of people also believe in science, and science is based off of, oh, well, you have to see it. You have to physically, tangibly hold it. You know, you can't tangibly hold God. So that's the reason we've been programmed to believe we're 3D, we're these human beings, and that's it. And there's nothing beyond that. God made humans, not humans made religion, but humans made religion. They shaped religion according to their own interests. As long as I love God from the depth of my heart, respect him, and live as a good human being, I'm good. I love that, Ash. Damn, I love that. That's beautiful, man. Thank you for sharing that. If this if he's real, then why do people suffer so much? That's the thing, man. Let me break that down. A lot of it I don't understand, Oscar, but a lot of it I do. Because in my own experiences, and I was just explaining this earlier, it's like people will stay in a situation like a job or a relationship because it's comfortable. But even though it's uncomfortable, they still will stay in it because it's comfortable. Because they don't trust that there's something out there that is guiding you every step of the way, that's leading you. And if they can't tangibly see that, oh, I have enough money to pay my bills, then they don't trust that that's going to happen if they step out into the unknown. And God is trying to get us more and more to let go, to trust, to not attach to anything in the physical world because it is temporary and it's all an illusion at that matter. But the fact of the matter is the suffering comes from us not wanting to step out of our comfort zone. That's where the magic happens. That's where the miracles unfold. But so many people are scared and in fear because we've been programmed in fear, and that it's dangerous to not have a savings. It's dangerous to not have a place to live. It's dangerous to go in the hood or in this area. All things based off fear to keep you like basically in a box and suffering because you're too afraid to step out into the unknown with $1 left in your bank account because it's not comfortable. So you stay in this job that you hate because you know it, but yet it's uncomfortable. Complacency, man. That's why they're suffering. The attachment, that's why they're suffering. God's willing to step in, but nobody's willing to ask. Nobody's willing to create a relationship with God. No one's willing to like actually take time every day out of your day to talk to God, to ask God for help, to create a relationship. You can't just go to God or your higher self and be like, I want this. I need this right now. And then never having done it your entire life. You have to create a relationship. That's why they're suffering. People are not willing to trust the unknown. A doctor tells them, well, this is going to heal you and blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't care if there's 1,000 side effects, but I'll still take it. You know, versus like everything. Let me tell you something, man. If you knew the amount of physical things that I went through this past few years, I guarantee most of you would have ran to a doctor or the hospital. And I didn't. I trusted. And maybe I'm not willing to talk about some of them on here because it's too much information, TMI meaning, and a lot of you will be grossed out by it. But the fact of the matter is I never, ever, even in 2017, when I hit rock bottom as rock bottom as you could get, I wanted to go to the hospital, but I never did. I wanted to do the things that most people would do, but I didn't. And I followed and I trusted and I believed and I got through it. But most people are not willing to take that risk and to trust no matter what could happen, because it may be a little bit shaky at first, even when you take that leap and you leave that job that does not make you happy, that you would not do for free, right? Trusting that if you do, you're going to find you're going to be led to the thing that you would do for free, that you do love and enjoy. That's the difference. That is why there's so much suffering, man. Oh, cool, man. Well, if you have Instagram or TikTok, man, shoot me a message on there, man. And we could chat, through like audio recordings and stuff, get to know each other. And then, I would definitely tap in and we could do like a record. We could record something, maybe a series. Yeah, you said a series, actually. Yeah. That'd be super dope, man. What time is it, by the way? I have something at 11 o'clock. So I have something in like 20 minutes. So I'm going to have to end this live in like 20 minutes. So if you all want to continue this, I'll be back later. Just make sure you subscribe and you tap the notification bell. Religious implies communal aspect, a structure or hierarchy that it's not necessary to believe in God. It helps us try and align our views through whether that's good or bad is yet to be seen. Never believe. God bless to you too, Justin. My answer was deleted because truth is bad for the artist trying to commodify and capitalize on his art. I don't know what that means, Tom, but I don't know who deleted your comment. It could have been YouTube. I don't know. I certainly didn't delete it. Many older stories exist of a man and with new thing and spreading a word from the Greek. Sumerian. It creates traffic. I get it. Was the response. No, not that it creates traffic. You only can put like a few words. You can't put, like I said, like a paragraph. And it doesn't necessarily, I mean, hell, we had like 400 or 500 votes yesterday and we didn't have that many people in the live. So I don't do things out of likes and subscribes. I do things to get a conversation going. It's interesting how you see things and you perceive things, man. I do what God leads me to do, man. And at the end of the day, man, I've been doing this YouTube thing for years and I don't get paid from it. I do it because I love to do it. I come on here and conversate with all of you about these triggering topics because I love to talk about it. I love it. It brings me joy to come on here and connect with all of you. So, Tom, you could look at it however you want, my brother. More or less, it gets a discussion going. It's not about creating traffic. It just gets people thinking. and questioning. And that's the beauty of it. And like I said, look at it however you want, my brother. Fear blocks your yeah, exactly. And that's the whole point of Squirrel Sniper. That's the whole point of them, you know, capitalizing on fear so that we can be easily controlled. Fear 1000% lowers your vibration, Robert. Exactly. I found God not in a church, but when I was in the hospital, I felt the presence of God. There is a God. Yeah, I mean, that's typically what happens, my friend Ash. Usually when we go through something really horrific or challenging, that's when we all get led back to God. And a lot of people, they have to go through rock bottom to humble themselves enough to then essentially what's the word I'm trying to get? Be obedient. Um a lot of us light workers, man, do not like taking orders or being told what to do. And that's why a lot of us have a 9 to 5. I don't have a 9 to 5. You go. You go on the internet and have 0 people will disagree. It's crazy. I'm gonna put myself out to the whole world and get surprised. The whole world doesn't agree with you. Doesn't agree with me. Yeah, I had the same experience, man. It's the fear of the unknown you must break. Exactly, Squirrel. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say the whole time. That's why there's so much suffering, and then people wonder why they think God like abandoned them or abandoned other people, and in actuality, it's not true. In actuality, He is here to help each and every one of us. You just got to create and develop a relationship and ask for help and ask for guidance and develop a daily practice, a daily relationship. And even then, it's still not going to be perfect. Even then. And you know why that is? Because God is testing you to see how much you trust. Always, like you're being tested to see how much you trust. How much do you trust that you're going to be taken care of? How much do you trust that you're going to have enough money to pay this bill? How much do you trust that you're going to have the food on the table? You know? How much do you trust? If we seek comfort in everything, we block ourselves from truly coming to Jesus. Did he put his comfort first, or did he embrace his place on the cross? He embraced it, no doubt. And that's a great example, my friend. Honestly, that's a great example because we've been taught to seek comfort. Oh, it's too hot outside. I live in South Florida and I'm like sweating bullets. So let me run into the AC and turn the AC on. Let me run into the car. You know, I learned from Wim Hof, man. He talked about like Americans in the United States, how weak minded we are because we have all these comforts around that we seek. Food, there's always food in the supermarket. There's that we always have the heat or the AC. If it's too cold out, we put on layers. If it's too hot, we put on the AC. If it's, you know, I mean, we're always seeking comfort instead of being comfortable in the uncomfortable. Nice, Ash. Exactly. I agree with you 100%, Ash. Who cares? As long as your connection to God is on point, that's all that matters. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and I agree with that too, Robert, because there is knowledge in suffering. Because when we go through these situations and these experiences, man, they're preparing us for the next phase, the next level, to be stronger, to be more disciplined, to be more mentally strong. You got to be a warrior, man, to walk, to embody God consciousness, to walk in God's path, to allow God to lead you, to feel into what feels right and what doesn't, and let God lead the way. No one understands it. I've walked that path and not fully understanding that I was, but the fact that I've been in training for like a couple years now, I really truly believe Jesus and God has had me in training, and I've had to follow the energies that I feel into what I'm led to next. And that takes a lot of discipline and a lot of um, the word that I used earlier, obedience. And not everybody is willing or ready for it, and nor is that strong to actually, you know, walk that path. People put themselves on the internet expecting the whole world to agree with you. No, I don't do that. I don't expect anybody to agree. I expect us to have Chris to have a beautiful civil conversation, and it's okay if you don't agree with me, and it's okay if I don't agree, but we don't fight and argue about it. We just don't agree. We just say, "Okay, I agree to disagree." And that's okay. You don't have to agree exactly. But you can open your mind to any and all possibilities, and open your mind to maybe you'll learn something, maybe you won't, maybe I'll learn something from you, maybe I won't. you know that's what makes the world go round, my friend. It's not just the words of your intention that creates attraction, it's the energy of the vibration of the internet, of the intent that carves the path. 1000% beautiful, my friend. I truly believe that it is. Thought is creation. If we can, and that's the whole thing why they want to keep us in fear and controlled, and they want us to use GPSs and have all this visual technology so we don't use our imagination, because imagination is the fastest way to manifestation. So if you're so distracted by all these like gadgets and watching television all the time, when do you think you're actually using your imagination? Right? And when we were kids, we imagined that we were flying, and you imagined everything. You visualized everything. That's one of the biggest things that we want to do in the newer school, is bring back visualization and imagination, and retrain kids and adults to imagine again, to visualize. It's such a key to creating everything. If I can sit here and create this piece of land in North Carolina with all the buildings and the spots and what it has, and I can actually visualize it and imagine it, it will come to fruition. It will happen. How? When? I don't know. That's not for me to worry about. That's for God to take care of. That's for me to throw up my hands and say, God, you take the wheel. You worry about all of that. I'll worry about visualizing and putting it on paper and imagining it all and feeling it in my body, what it would feel like, and actually going by different places and being like, oh my God, that could be the spot. Oh my God, look how I could have this building there and this building, and these people can come and that is the key to creation, man. And we're creators. That's what we are. It's not the word, oh, people that you know what, man? Guys, I just want to say, like, Chris is like trolling, like straight up trolling. He keeps saying the same thing over and over again. That's trolling. I'm not gonna play into it no more. So we've got about 88 votes today. 24 people in the live right now. If you haven't already, tap the like button and subscribe to the channel, man, because I'm about to leave for now. I have to go go on a Zoom, and I'm going to connect with God. And I'll be back later, man. Or maybe Luna will. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, man, I love you all. Please subscribe. Go to our website. Sign up for our free newsletter, www.darenandluna.com. All you have to do is put your email and name in. Sign up for the newsletter that we send out once a month with a free gift. And join us, man. Join us on this beautiful adventure called life, where we all connect back to God, whether you believe in religion, whether you don't, whether you believe in God, whether you don't, whether you call God another thing like the divine, like the prime creator, source, Jesus, whatever you choose to pray to, whatever you choose to ask for guidance, whatever you choose to, open your mind and heart to, that's okay. And you're welcomed here, and you're not judged, and it's all good. And we rock with anybody and anyone's beliefs, as long as you're respectful to one another, as long as you come here and you spread love, as long as you treat each other as though and how you would want to be treated. That's all that matters, man. We don't judge you. You're not judged here. And if someone is, you're more than willing to let us know, and we'll take care of it. But today, I don't know why it says Chris put Robert in timeout. I have no idea, but I'm gonna tell you what, man, this past hour and 20 minutes, God was working through me. And let me tell you what, man, the messages that came through with the property that me and Luna are going to obtain, and it could be $9.5 million. And God is going to make it happen because we're visualizing it. We're imagining it. We're creating it. We're co-creating it with God. And the passion that I brought through today on this wonderful, amazing Sunday is the passion I feel for Rip Into Light, the newer school. And I see them all around the world, these realignment centers. And the other word, I was trying to catch the word and I stopped the flow of God's message, but it's school of remembering. That's what God wanted me to bring through. These are realignment centers, and Rip Into Light, the newer school, is the school of remembering. And these are going to be all around the world, man. They're going to be virtual. They're going to be in person. They're going to be all around the world. And I'm excited, and it's going to be the most amazing, fun adventure to co-create and collaborate with God and with other facilitators around the world. And I can't wait for what is unfolding. And it's just going to be the most magical, amazing adventure. And I'm just going to continue to allow God to work through me, to speak through me, to bring through any and all messages that you all need to hear, that God wants you to hear. And God was with me this entire time on this entire hour and 20 minutes. And I know that 88 of you voted, 42% said yes, 58% said no. I've only got 2 minutes left. I've got to roll. Thank you again to all of you. Go subscribe to our free newsletter at www.darenandluna.com. Tap the like button, man. We need 2 more likes to get to 40. So we're at 38. There's 12 people. Tap that like button. Let's get over 40. And I'm going to head out. And maybe I'll be back later. Maybe Luna will. Maybe no one will. Who knows? I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. Again, follow us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. We're doing a breathwork class next Saturday. Come join us. You can find registration on our website at www.darenandluna.com. Thank you, everyone, again. And, you know, I appreciate you all, man. And again, we're doing God's work. And we're making this planet a better place for us all. And we are all doing this together as one, as connected. I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. Take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, until the next live, until the next video, until somewhere around the world, tap that like button, subscribe to the channel. We just hit 39. We're 1 more away from 40. I love you all. Take care, Robert. Take care, Presley. Take care, Chris. Squirrel. Sniper. Hit me up. Message me on Instagram or TikTok. It's all at Daren and Luna. We'll be in touch. I love you all, man, again, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. And yeah, this was a fun and impactful live that we just had. I loved every minute of it. So I keep getting lit up more and more as I allow God to work through me, man. It's just amazing and miraculous as to what unfolds. So again, tap the like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Later. Love you.